So hello everyone. In the last class we had seen regarding the chemical, all the types of chemical reactions, all the 10 types of chemical reactions. So in the first class I had told you regarding the name of the chapter was nothing but chemical reactions and chemical equations, right? So chemical reactions part is all over. Okay, corrosion, rancidity and all is over. So now today we'll shift on to the last part of the chapter, that is chemical equations. Okay, so what is this chemical equation? I told in the first introduction class that chemical equation is nothing but it is similar to that of chemical reaction. Okay, chemical reaction, chemical equation are the same. Okay, but what is happening in chemical equation? In chemical equation you write the symbols. If you can see over here, what is done is in the chemical equation, if you read the definition of chemical equation, what it states, if you see the screen, the representation of chemical reaction in the form of formula of reactants and products separated by an arrow. Okay, reactants and products are generally separated by a arrow, as you all know. Okay, and the arrow is pointing towards the product always. Okay, so how the reaction is processing is nothing but reactants combine together and they give us the product. Okay, so the arrow is pointing towards the products most probably. Okay, so now what is a chemical equation? Chemical equation is nothing but it is a chemical reaction which is written by using symbols. Okay, in the last class also I told you to write the symbols of all the elements. Okay, these were some of the elements of which I had told you to write the symbols of. Okay, why these are important? Because now we will be solving this chemical equations, or we will be balancing these chemical equations, which is a very important part, and this comes for your board examination for 1 or 2 marks. Okay, most probably this part is asked. Okay, so all these elements along with their symbols you need to know for solving the chemical equations. Okay, if you don't know this, you won't be able to know to solve the chemical equations. Very very important, huh? Just keep this in mind. Okay, so now we will be studying about is what is chemical equation. I hope this is clear. Okay, so what is chemical equation? It is similar to that of a chemical reaction, but chemical equation is a chemical reaction which is written by using symbols of elements. Okay, for products as well as reactants. Yeah, so this is a very important concept of chemical equation. So example is given. Say suppose I had given you an example of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Say suppose you are breathing in oxygen and you are giving out carbon dioxide. Say suppose instead of writing these big words, what they do, they use the symbol. Okay, and along with that symbol you can write the names of those compounds. Okay, whatever compound is been formed, you can write the symbol of that compound, whatever symbol is there. Like in oxygen the symbol is O, for carbon symbol is C, and carbon dioxide means carbon and oxygen is combined, so CO2. Okay, so whenever you are writing the symbols, it depends on the name. Say suppose you are writing the symbol of magnesium. What is the symbol of magnesium? It is Mg. If you are writing the symbol of oxygen, say suppose magnesium is burning. Now what is the process over here? What is happening? Magnesium is burned in the presence of oxygen. Okay, so magnesium is reacting with oxygen and it is forming magnesium oxide. Okay, this is a product and this is the reactant, as you all know. Okay, so magnesium is Mg, oxygen is O. Every time oxygen is written in O2 format. Last year we had seen why. Okay, I won't go into much details of it. And then the reactant which is formed is MgO. Okay, so what is happening to the reactant? The reactant formed is MgO. If you can see over here, magnesium oxide. Okay, so magnesium oxide is the reactant which is formed. Very very important. Okay, so now if you can see Mg, there is nothing, so there is one atom of Mg. Okay, whereas oxygen, how many atoms of oxygen are there over here? There are 2 atoms of oxygen. So there is 1 atom of magnesium, there are 2 atoms of oxygen. But in the product if we see, okay, how many atoms of magnesium are there? Nothing is there, means 1 atom of magnesium. Okay, and there is only 1 atom of oxygen. Okay, so in the reactant there is one atom of oxygen and two atoms of one atom of magnesium, two atoms of oxygen. Okay, if you can see, one atom of magnesium, two atoms of oxygen, and over here there is only single atom of oxygen and one atom of magnesium, Mg. Okay, so now there is the ratio is 1:2 in the reactants, whereas the ratio becomes 1:1 in the product. Okay, so the atoms on the reactant side and the product side are not balanced, if you can see. Okay, there is one oxygen which is less on the product side. Okay, so how to balance this type of chemical reactions? So in the last year's class, that is nothing but 9th standards class, we had seen a law of conservation of mass. I don't know how many of you remember it. Okay, so what does this law of conservation of mass state? In this whole universe, whatever there is present, okay, the law of conservation of mass stated that nothing can be created, nothing can be destroyed, nothing but it was related to the mass concept. Okay, so what it stated that mass can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction. Okay, so what it is stating, mass can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction. This was law of conservation of mass. Okay, so no atom can be created, no atom can be destroyed in the chemical reaction. Okay, so the number of atoms which are there in a chemical reaction, they should always be equal on both the sides, on the reactant side as well as on the product side. So on both the sides, the reactants as well as products, the atoms which are there of any element like magnesium, oxygen, iron, carbon or nitrogen, any, the number of atoms on the reactant as well as on the of the products should be equal. So how to make this equal? I will show you what we need to do. Say suppose we have taken, so every time whenever you get you are asked to balance a chemical equation, so what you need to do, you first need to write the chemical equation properly. So what is the chemical equation? Mg plus O2, okay, gives you MgO. Okay, so whenever you are writing the chemical equation, if there is no say suppose you consider magnesium, okay, there is no number which is given to magnesium, so magnesium is only single atom, you should know this. Okay, so how many atoms are there of magnesium? There is only one atom of magnesium. So how many atoms of oxygen are there? There are two atoms of oxygen. Okay, how many atoms on, this is about the reactants. Okay, so this is about the reactants and this is about the product. Okay, so this is reactant, this is product. I hope you know this. Okay, so in the product, magnesium is, there is no number which is given to magnesium and no number given to oxygen. So they are one in number. There is one atom of magnesium, there is one atom of oxygen. Okay, so now what you need to do is you have to make this whole equation equal. Okay, so this whole, whatever equation it is there, you should make the atoms equal. Now over here magnesium has one atom, oxygen has two atoms. Over here magnesium has one atom, oxygen has one atom. Okay, so magnesium and oxygen has one atom each. Okay, so now how you will make it equal, we will see. So first thing what you need to do, you need to draw boxes around reactants and products. Okay, so first thing what you need to do, first step is to write the reaction, then you need to draw the boxes. Okay, so how many reactants are there? There are two reactants, there is one product. Okay, there are two reactants, this is one reactant, this is second reactant, and there is only single product. Okay, so now what you need to do, you need to draw a table. What you have to do, you need to draw a table. First thing is you need to write down how many elements are there in the reactant and product. Okay, then you have to write, say suppose you can write reactants, or you can write as R, say suppose reactant, or nothing but you can write it as left hand side reactants. Okay, left hand side, since reactant are present on the left hand side, you can also write it as LHS. Okay, and product, You can write it as RHS. Okay, just for reference, we'll not go into much details. Okay, draw like this table, and what you do is that you identify how many elements are there in this whole reaction. How many elements are there? There is first element, that is nothing but magnesium. Okay, magnesium is the first element, so I will write over here magnesium. Okay, this is the first element, Mg. Yeah, so next element is oxygen. Okay, O, element symbol फक्त बरोवपाचो, not the atoms. Okay, number of atoms कितले आसा ते बरोवप ना, फक्त symbol of element. Okay, only the symbol I will write over here. Okay, only the symbol of element without atom which is present, the number of atoms which are present. Okay, so magnesium on the left hand side, how many magnesium are there? If you can see over here, how many magnesium are there? There is only one magnesium. Okay, there is one magnesium. And how many oxygen are there on the left hand side? There are two oxygens. Okay, and on the right hand side if you go, okay, how many magnesium are there? There is single magnesium, and oxygen, it is also one in number. Okay, so now how you can make the right hand side oxygen equal to the left hand side oxygen? What you can do? If I ask you how you can balance the right hand side oxygen with left hand side, can you make 2 1, or I will ask you one simple question, which is easier to convert? Is it easy to make 2 1 or 1 2? So generally the answer is, whenever you are asked to make, every time it is easy to make smaller number, or every time it is easy to convert smaller number into bigger number. So every time whenever you will be writing this chemical equation, you have to make smaller number into bigger number. Okay, you have to convert small number to big number. So 1 is over here a smaller number as compared to 2. Okay, so how can you make 1 2? By multiplying 2 over here. So when you multiply 2 over here, this will become 2 in number. Say suppose you multiply 2 to this whole product. Okay, what you do? You multiply 2 to this whole product. Now what is happening? Over here in the right hand side, there was 1 atom of magnesium. Okay, so now what we have done? We have multiplied the whole product with 2 number. Okay, so what has happened is nothing but our 1 magnesium atom has become 2 in number. So now our magnesium atom has also increased. Okay, since we cannot just increase this oxygen, we are multiplying the whole product with 2 number. Okay, एकूच आमकां करपाक मेळना. Okay, only one element, we can't change the atomic number like that. Okay, number of atoms like that. So what we do, we multiply the whole product with that number. Okay, we are multiplying it with 2, so whole product will get twice. Okay, so magnesium atom, there will be 2 atoms of magnesium on the right hand side and 2 atoms of oxygen atoms on the right hand side. Okay, so now what has happened? Oxygen is balanced. Okay, now what has happened to magnesium? If you can see over here, magnesium is been unbalanced. Why? Because on the left hand side there is only 1 magnesium. Okay, so our basic thumb rule is what? To make smaller number into bigger number. So what you will do? You will multiply this. How you will make 1 2? From 1, how can you make 1 to 2? You can multiply 2 to it and it will become 2. Okay, so if you multiply 2 over here, what will happen? The number of magnesium atoms on the reactant side will become 2, and the number of magnesium atoms on the right hand side, or nothing but product, will also become 2. Okay, and the atoms of oxygen were already 2. Okay, and on the right hand side the atoms, so this is multiplied to this whole product. Okay, this 2 number is multiplied to the whole product. Okay, so this 2 is multiplied with this as well as with this. Okay, so both with oxygen as well as magnesium. So magnesium becomes, there are 2 atoms of magnesium and 2 atoms of oxygen. So each element has 2 atoms. Magnesium has 2 atoms, oxygen has 2 atoms on the left hand side. On the right hand side also 2 atoms of oxygen and 2 atoms of magnesium. So this reaction is balanced. Okay, so whenever you are asked to balance the chemical equation, you can balance it in this format. We will see one more case. Okay, similar case. So this is one reaction which is given, equation which is given to you all. Okay, so what you need to do, first step is to draw boxes around reactants and products. What you need to do, draw boxes around reactant and product. Okay, then what you need to do, you need to write how many atoms are there. Over here there are 2 atoms of hydrogen, there are 2 atoms of chlorine, there is 1 atom of hydrogen, 1 atom of chlorine. Okay, so you need to write how many atoms are there. Next thing is you have to write the symbol of element. Okay, how many elements are there, and you have to write the symbol of those elements. Next thing is you can write how many atoms are there in LHS side and on RHS side. Okay, on left hand side how many atoms are there, and on the right hand side how many atoms are there. This you need to write down. Okay, say suppose symbol, there are only 2 elements. Which are those 2 elements? Hydrogen and chlorine. So while writing the elements, I have told you to just write the symbol without the number of atoms. Okay, kitla atoms asate we will write over here. Okay, on the left hand side and right hand side. So how many atoms are there on the left hand side of hydrogen? There are 2 atoms. Yeah, can you see over here? There are 2 atoms on left hand side of hydrogen, and over here काहीच ना म्हणजे there is 1 atom of hydrogen. Okay, so next thing is chlorine. There are 2 atoms of chlorine on left hand side and there is 1 atom of chlorine on right hand side. So this is regarding what is unbalanced. Both hydrogen and chlorine are unbalanced. So how you will balance it is nothing but the thumb rule is to make smaller number into bigger number. How you can convert smaller number to bigger number? How you can make 1 to 2 is nothing but by multiplying 2 to it. Okay, so multiply this with 2, so this becomes 2. So what you need to do, you need to multiply 2 over here for this whole product. Okay, so how this reaction will become is nothing but H2 plus Cl2 gives you twice H1Cl1. Okay, so how many atoms are there present on the left hand side? This is, suppose these are the elements LHS and RHS. So just a rough, I will teach you all. Okay, so which are the elements? H and Cl. On the left hand side hydrogen are 2, chlorine are 2. On the right hand side hydrogen is how much? 2 into 1. So how many? 2 into 1 is 2. 2 into 1 is how much? Is equal to 2. So are all the atoms balanced? Yeah, there are 2 atoms of hydrogen over here, there are 2 atoms of hydrogen over here, there are 2 atoms of chlorine over here, there are 2 atoms of chlorine over here. Okay, so is this clear to all of you all? I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay, so how to balance the chemical equation? We will take one more example. Yeah, so we'll take one more easy example. Okay, so this is, suppose the reaction, say suppose you are asked to balance. So what you will do, first thing is, what is the first step? Is to draw how many the boxes around the reactants and products. First draw the boxes. Yeah, then what you need to do, you need to know how many atoms are present. Wherever there are no atoms which are given, that means there is 1 atom which is present. Okay, so first thing is you need to identify the elements, how many elements are there. Okay, Then on the left hand side how many atoms are there, and on the right hand side how many atoms are there, that you need to know. Okay, so how many elements are there in this? If you can see over here, there is one, this is one element Na. Okay, then there is one more element, that is S, nothing but sulfur. Okay, we call that element as sulfur. Okay, then there is one more element that is called as oxygen, which you can see over here. Then there is one more element that is called as barium, Ba. So you need to know the symbols of element, that is very very important. Okay, so this is barium. Then comes chlorine. Okay, Cl. There is one more. So there are 5 elements over here. There is sodium, there is sulfur, there is oxygen, there is barium, and there is chlorine. Okay, so now what we need to do is we'll balance the chemical equation. How many sodium atoms are there over here? If you can see on the left hand side, there are 2 atoms of sodium. Okay, how many atoms of sulfur are there? 1 atom of sulfur is there. How many atoms of oxygen are there? If you can see over here, there are, on the left hand side I am talking about, there are 4 atoms of oxygen. Yeah, so there are generally 4 atoms of oxygen. For barium, how many barium atoms are there? There is only 1 barium atom. Nothing is there, it means there is 1 atom. Okay, how many chlorine atoms are there? There are 2 chlorine atoms. Okay, on the left hand side. So now we will shift on to the right hand side. Okay, so this, how many sodium atoms are there? There is only 1 sodium atom. How many chlorine atoms? There is 1 chlorine atom. For barium, there is 1 atom of barium. For sulfur, there is 1 atom of sulfur, and there are 4 atoms of oxygen. So what is unbalanced over here? Oxygen, if you can see, it is balanced. Sulfur, if you can see, it is balanced. Barium, if you can see, it is balanced. So barium, sulfur, oxygen, these are balanced. These 3 are balanced. What is unbalanced is sodium and chlorine. What is unbalanced? Sodium and chlorine. There are 2 atoms of sodium on the left hand side, and there is only 1 atom of sodium on the right hand side. And also for chlorine, there are 2 atoms of chlorine on the left hand side and only single atom of chlorine on the right hand side. So what is the thumb rule? You have to make whatever is unbalanced, how you can balance it? You have to multiply the smaller number and make it equal. Okay, smaller number, what is the smaller number over here? 1 is the smaller number, so multiply 1 with 2. Okay, so what will happen? This will also get multiplied. So if you put 2 over here on the right hand side, why? Because there is already there are 2 atoms of sodium which are present on the left hand side, which we have to make equal. We have to make right hand side equal. Okay, so to make right hand side equal, what we'll do is we should multiply 2 on right hand side. So if you check, there are 2 atoms of sodium over here. I will draw one more. I will write the equation again. Na2SO4 plus BaCl twice gives you NaCl plus BaSO4. So this is multiplied with 2. So this becomes, there are 2 atoms of sodium and there are 2 atoms of chlorine. Whenever like this 2 is multiplied or 3 is multiplied, it will get multiplied with the whole product. Okay, whole, this single product. Yeah, so it will get multiplied with this full product. Yeah, so there are 2 atoms of sodium on the left hand side. Yeah, there are 2 atoms of 1 into 2, 2 into 1. So 2 atoms of sodium on the right hand side. SO4, S is 1 over here. O4 is there and O4 is there. O4 atoms are there of oxygen. For barium, there is 1 barium atom, there is 1 barium atom over here, there is 1 barium atom over. For chlorine, now chlorine, there are 2 atoms of chlorine on the right hand side and there are 2 atoms of chlorine on the left hand side. So is everything balanced over here? Yeah. So this is how you have to balance the chemical equation. I will take one more example. Okay. So say suppose we have taken this example, Fe plus H2O gives you Fe3O4 plus H2. Okay. So how you will balance that element? So first thing is you have to draw the boxes around each reactant. Yeah. Next thing is what you need to do is you need to identify how many elements are present and how many atoms are there on the left hand side and right hand side. Yeah. So how many elements are there? Fe is the first element, that is nothing but iron. Okay, so you need to know the symbols to know the elements. So symbols are very, very important. Then there is hydrogen and then there is oxygen. Okay. So only three elements are there: iron, hydrogen and oxygen. Okay. So how many, now you need to balance the atom. कितले atom असं ते बरोवपाक जाय. कांयच ना म्हणजे एक atom. Okay, so how many atoms of Fe are there on the left hand side? There is only one atom of Fe on the left hand side. Okay. So how many hydrogen atoms are there? There are two hydrogen atoms and there is only one oxygen atom on the left hand side. So on the right hand side we will see there are three iron atoms, Fe. On the right hand side, I am talking about this side. So there are three atoms of Fe and there are four atoms of oxygen. Okay, if you can see over here, there are four atoms of oxygen and there are two atoms of hydrogen. So now everything is unbalanced over here, nothing is balanced. So how you will balance this chemical equation? So first thing is, whatever is unbalanced and whatever is smaller in number, we will make it bigger in number. So nothing but, if you take example of oxygen, oxygen is unbalanced. Okay, so how you can balance oxygen is nothing but you have to multiply 2 on the left hand side. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to multiply 2 on the left hand side. Okay, so if you multiply 2 over here, what will happen is this 2 will get multiplied with hydrogen and this 2 will get multiplied with oxygen. So oxygen will get balanced. Okay, and what will happen, the hydrogen will become how much? 2 into 2 means how many? On the left hand side the hydrogen will become 2 into 2, so 4 in number, right? So hydrogen will become 4 in number. How? Is nothing but what we do, first thing is we multiplied, there was only 2 hydrogens. Okay, so what happened to that 2 hydrogens? There were just 2 hydrogens which are present on the left hand side. So we multiplied the whole H2O with 2 number. Okay, so hydrogen became 2 into 2, that is nothing but 4. Yeah, right? So hydrogen became 4 and oxygen became 2. Okay, so hydrogen and oxygen are balanced now. Okay, if you put 2 on the left hand side, what will happen? Your hydrogen as well as your oxygen will be balanced. So now what is unbalanced? That is iron. So how you will balance iron? So 1 to 3, how you can make 1 to 3? You can multiply 3 over here. So what you need to do? You need to multiply 3 on the left hand side and you make it 3 in number. So now everything is balanced. Iron, there are 3 atoms of iron on the left hand side, there are 3 atoms of iron on the right hand side. There are 4 atoms of hydrogen on the left hand side. There are 2 atoms of hydrogen, not 4 on the right hand side. There are generally 2 atoms of hydrogen. Sorry. How many atoms of hydrogen are there on the right hand side? There are 2 atoms of hydrogen. So now what is unbalanced over here? There are 4 atoms of hydrogen on the left hand side, but there is only 2 atoms of hydrogen on the right hand side. So how you can balance it? You can multiply 2 over here and make it 4. Okay, so how you will make it 4? By multiplying 2 on the right hand side and you can make it 4. Okay, so this is how you have to balance the chemical equations, and to satisfy the law of conservation of mass, this is how you have to balance the chemical equations. Okay, how to balance the chemical equations, this I feel that this concept will be clear to all of you all. Okay, so one more example if you want, I will again give you one more example. These are bigger equations. Okay, so this needs to be carefully done. Okay, you can't just rush and you can do it. Okay, suppose I'm directly writing. First thing is you need to draw boxes around the reactants and products. There are two reactants, there are two products over here. Then you have to write how many elements are present and how many atoms are present on the left hand side and right hand side. Okay, so elements present are, there is Ba, which is there, nothing but barium. So for solving the chemical equations you need to know the symbols very importantly. There is barium, there is chlorine, there is aluminium, there is sulfur, and there is oxygen. These are the five atoms which are present. Okay, so how many barium atoms are there? Nothing is there. It means there is only one atom of barium. Chlorine, there are two atoms. Aluminium, there are two atoms of aluminium. So now whenever you are writing the chemical equation, whenever there is a bracket, okay, I have told you in the last year's class, this will get multiplied, this 3 will get multiplied with this, as well as this 3 will get multiplied with this. Okay, so how many sulfur are there? Generally 3 into 1, so there are 3 atoms of sulfur. And how many atoms of oxygen are there? So that 3 is multiplied to every atom. Okay, so 4 atoms of oxygen into 3, so there are total 12 atoms of oxygen on the left hand side, right? Okay, so this was regarding the left hand side, right? So there are 3 atoms of sulfur and there are 12 atoms of oxygen. On the right hand side if you see, there is nothing, means it is 1. Okay, for sulfur there is only 1 atom of sulfur. Yeah, there are 4 atoms of oxygen, right? And there is 1 atom of aluminium, and there are 1 atom of aluminium, and there are 3 atoms of chlorine. Okay, so now barium is balanced. Okay, what is unbalanced? Chlorine is unbalanced, right? Aluminium is unbalanced, sulfur is unbalanced, and oxygen is unbalanced. So what you can do, first thing if you can see, first we will make this aluminium equal. How can we make aluminium equal? We can multiply 2 on the right hand side and make it equal. If you multiply 2 over here, what will happen? Aluminium will become 2, and also chlorine will become how much? This will also, the 2 will also be multiplied to chlorine. Okay, and chlorine will become 6 in numbers, right? Yes or no? Okay, so whenever you multiply 2 over here, it will get multiplied to both this as well as this. Okay, so 2 will get multiplied to both on the right hand side. It will get multiplied with aluminium as well as it will get multiplied with chlorine. Then what is unbalanced now? Aluminium became balanced, right? So what became unbalanced is nothing but, now the next thing is sulfur. We have to balance sulfur. How we will balance sulfur? Sulfur is 3 in number on the left hand side and 1 in number on the right hand side. So multiply this with 3. Okay, so if you multiply this with 3, the sulfur atom will become equal. How? I will tell you. So this 3 will be multiplied to whole of this, right? So this 3 will get multiplied to barium, this 3 will get multiplied with sulfur, this 3 will get multiplied with oxygen. So barium will become how much? 3 in number. Yes. So on the right hand side, barium will become 3 in number, and also oxygen will be getting multiplied with 3. So oxygen will become 12. So now oxygen is balanced on the left hand side and on the right hand side. Yes. So what is unbalanced now over here? Barium on the left hand side is unbalanced. Barium is 1 in number. Barium over here is 3 in number. Chlorine is 2 in number. Chlorine is 6 in number. So only these two elements are unbalanced. Okay. One is barium and second is chlorine. Okay. So how we will balance, we will see. Right. So we have to make this 1 into this 3. How we will make this barium 3? By multiplying this with 3. So on the left hand side, if you multiply this whole thing with 3, this will be balanced. Okay. So this 3 will get multiplied with barium, as well as this 3 will get multiplied with chlorine, and all of your equation will be balanced. Okay. 3 barium plus 6 chlorine on the left hand side, plus 2 aluminium atoms on the left hand side, 3 sulfur atoms, 4 into 3, 12 oxygen atoms, giving you nothing but on the product side there are 3 barium atoms, 3 sulfur atoms as that on the left hand side. Okay. So right hand side, left hand side is become equal. There are 12 atoms of oxygen. Now you got it. How 12? 3 is multiplied with this 4. Okay. So 12 atoms of oxygen, 2 atoms of aluminium, and 6 atoms of chlorine. So this reaction gets balanced. Okay. So how to balance the chemical equation you have got? So big equations will be coming, and you will have to balance those chemical equations. Okay. So some examples I will give you of the chemical equations in the next class. Okay. So you need to solve those on your own. If you have any difficulties, we will take up those in the next class. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to solve all this, you have to balance all these chemical equations, and you have to draw it in this format. Okay, you have to balance it in this format. All these reactions you have to write it down, and you have to send it to me as a homework. Okay, all these reactions, whichever we have balanced, all these reactions you have to write it down, okay, in this format, and you have to send it to me in 2 days. Okay. So, and this is for your homework. These 5 reactions are for your homework. If you can see, these are the 5 reactions which you need to balance. The name of the reactions are as such: NH3, NH3, nitrogen plus hydrogen. Okay, nitrogen, hydrogen. Okay, plus O2, that is oxygen, gives you NO plus H2O. Second reaction is Al it is Al plus O2 gives you Al2O3. Okay, next reaction is KOH, okay, plus H3PO4, okay, gives you K3PO4 plus H2O. This is another reaction. Next reaction is Au2. Au is nothing but gold. Okay, the symbol for gold. Au is the symbol for gold. S3. Okay, S is nothing but sulfur, as you all know. H2 is nothing but hydrogen. Gives you Au plus H2S. Okay, H is again hydrogen, S is sulfur. Okay. So as you all know, K is the symbol for potassium. Okay, if you all don't know, P is the symbol for phosphorus. Yeah. Rest all symbols I guess you know. Calcium, Ca is calcium. CaCl2. Cl it is, Cl. Okay. So this is Cl. Cl2 plus Na3PO4. Na is nothing but for sodium. P is nothing but for phosphorus, and O is for oxygen, as you all know. So Na3PO4 gives you in the product Ca3 bracket. Now over here bracket, so this will get multiplied to this, this will get multiplied to this. So you all need to know how to solve bracket problems. Wherever there is no bracket, you need to put up a bracket. Okay, so wherever there is bracket, you have to know how to solve it. So bracket will get whole multiplied, everything will be multiplied with that number outside the bracket. Okay, plus NaCl. So these are 5 equations which you need to solve, and you need to send it to me within 3 to 4 days. Okay, I'll be also sharing some some videos if there is some problem with all of you all to study the chemical equations, balancing the chemical equations. Okay, see to it that you are going through all the equations. Whenever you start solving, first thing is you need to know the symbols. If you don't know the symbols, you can't balance this equation, that is for sure. Okay, so study the symbols of all the elements whichever I have told you, first 20 elements, as well as those symbols which I have shared on the group. All symbols you need to know. Okay, so that's very important. So study the symbols, and then we'll solve this all the 5 equations in the next class. So thank you everyone. Send me the homework by tomorrow itself. Okay, thank you.